So I've been in Poland for a few days.
Well, three reasons I like life in Poland.
So racism is still in Poland.
It's 12:19 in Poland.
Which city is the best to visit in Poland?
Meanwhile, in Poland,
Bro, in Poland, if they
living in Poland is crazy, bro.
As a black,
I had hired 2 Polish immigrants.
All right, so just spent a week in Poland.
What's it like to be a guest in Poland?
Exploring Poland until it's ugly.
Hey, thank you for stopping by. Now, if you live outside of Poland, think about what comes to mind when you hear the country's name. Maybe history, maybe resilience, maybe beautiful cities. But let me ask you, how many times in 2025 has Poland genuinely stopped your feed? How often has a Polish trend, game or story been the headline in global pop culture? The truth is, Poland has quietly and decisively become a global social media sensation. It's not an accident, it's a confluence of culture, digital sophistication, and geopolitical moment. For a long time, the world thought they knew Poland, but now, the world is discovering the modern reality. Today, we're unpacking the 3 drivers that turned a regional power into a viral powerhouse. Stick around, because this isn't just a story about success, it's a story about you. The first thing you need to understand is the sheer density of Poland's digital life. We're talking about a population where over 75% are glued to platforms like YouTube and, critically, TikTok. This isn't just passive consumption, it's a creative engine. Why is that important? Because it forced content creators, Polish creators, to be incredibly good, incredibly fast. The short-form video explosion, platforms like TikTok, fundamentally changed the game. Polish youth embraced this shift instantly. And what they valued wasn't hyper-polished corporate content. No, they leaned into authenticity and relatability. Think about the viral trends dominating feeds right now, like the punch trend, where you express your pettiest, most specific frustrations, or the in your 20s trend, reflecting on tiny life decisions that turn into huge ones. These are deeply human, emotionally loaded concepts. This domestic sophistication meant that when a brand or a creator found success, it was rooted in genuine human connection. I'm thinking about creators like Kacper Poremski, who won Lifestyle Creator of the Year 2024. He's relatable, he's funny, he brings his audience into his life. Or the pure, collective cultural moment that was the Ekipa ice cream phenomenon a few years back. An absolute masterclass in community-driven influencer marketing that became a national event. That level of fan devotion is built on trust. And here's the crucial point. Polish digital culture is fiercely efficient. The humor, the emotional storytelling, the high production value, it was all road-tested in one of the most demanding and sophisticated domestic markets in Europe. When Polish content did make the jump to the global stage, it was already filtered, perfected, and primed to translate. It was built on the foundation of the country's high-energy, community-first approach to the internet. This digital maturity is the secret ingredient, the oil beneath the soft power surface. If the digital culture was the engine, the creative industries were the rocket fuel. For decades, the global cultural narrative around Poland was primarily historical. But then, a quiet revolution happened in a Warsaw office. I'm talking about CD Projekt Red, The Witcher, then Cyberpunk 2077. These weren't just video games. They were sprawling, emotionally complex, technologically ambitious worlds. For millions worldwide, this was their first deep, intimate experience with Polish creativity. It presented Poland not as a historical footnote, but as a source of cutting-edge, provocative, and globally competitive intellectual property. The narratives, steeped in Slavic folklore and complex ethics, gave the world a taste of a creative voice that felt rich and unique. This creative wave wasn't just gaming. The streaming wars provided another platform. Take 365 days. Whether you loved it or loathed it, it became a massive global water cooler moment for Netflix. It generated conversations, memes, and an undeniable global buzz, all linked directly to Poland. Suddenly, Polish names, actors, and locations were trending topics. These cultural exports collectively did something huge. They modernized the perception of Polish creativity, moving it from the niche to the central, and proving that Polish production could deliver high-quality, high-impact global entertainment. This is the core of soft power. You don't advertise your country. You export a story so compelling that people want to know where it came from. The Polish cultural industry created millions of inadvertent ambassadors, gamers, viewers, and critics who all became curious about the source. This curiosity, this feeling that Poland is a place of creative energy, is what drives engagement on social media. It's the ultimate creative mic drop. Now we move to the most surprising piece of the viral puzzle, the perception of Poland itself. In 2025, Poland is recognized as one of the fastest growing major economies in Europe. Foreign investment is pouring in. But the most viral content isn't about GDP reports. It's about the experience of being there. Tourists are flocking to Warsaw, Krakow, and Gdansk, and what are they posting? Videos titled, "I can't believe how safe I feel here," or "Why is this city cleaner than Paris, London?" We now have statistics that back this up. Studies consistently place Polish cities like Krakow and Warsaw among the safest in Europe, often scoring higher than traditionally safe destinations like Helsinki or Tokyo. This is a massive shift in narrative. When a woman traveling solo feels secure enough to stream her late-night walk in Old Town, that goes viral. It challenges old stereotypes with a simple, undeniable modern reality. This sense of order and safety isn't just nice for tourists, it reflects a deep national investment in infrastructure and stability. The economic growth means better services, better roads, better public transport. And what did the World Travel and Tourism Council project for 2025? That the Polish sector is set to surpass pre-pandemic GDP contribution records. People are visiting, and they are broadcasting that experience live. For the Poles listening, the world is finally recognizing the comfort and quality of life you've built. The content that goes viral isn't fake. It's simply the international community being stunned by the modern, sophisticated Poland that you live in every single day. This is the new Polish tourist brand, resiliently safe, creatively modern. The final unavoidable driver is Poland's current geopolitical role. When the Russo-Ukrainian war broke out, Poland was thrust into the global spotlight as a crucial frontline ally. This wasn't a PR move. This was real, immediate action, and the world was watching the response. What went viral during that period wasn't political soundbites. It was the raw human response. Polish families opening their homes, volunteers at train stations, the sheer logistical efficiency of a nation suddenly managing millions of arrivals. This showed the world a deep, historical, and profound resilience, a national character trait that defines Poland's history, but was now seen through the unvarnished lens of social media. In the international community where trust in institutions has wavered, Poland's decisive, steadfast stance against aggression resonated powerfully. It gave people something to believe in. Furthermore, even as late as 2025, Poland is leading the charge in the EU Council presidency, actively fighting against disinformation and advocating for collective resilience. The modern Polish narrative has become synonymous with stability and unwavering commitment, a narrative that gets shared because it feels essential and heroic in the digital noise. This is the moment Poland's internal strength became its external viral brand. So, there you have it. Poland's rise to a global social media darling isn't a fluke. It's the perfect intersection of a hyperactive digital population, world-class creative industries, and a defining moment in history that showcased its resilience. The modern Polish brand is comprehensive. It's safe, it's technologically advanced, It creates global hits, and it stands firm on the front lines of democracy. For those of you watching in Poland, remember that the world is finally seeing the modern dynamism you've always known. The content you create, the games you make, the resilience you show, it's all landing. And it's captivating the world. Keep that creative engine running. If you enjoyed diving deep into this topic and learning about how Poland is shaping the global conversation, do us a favor. Like this video to help the algorithm share Poland's story even further. Subscribe to The Poland so you don't miss our next deep dive, and hit that notification bell. And most importantly, if you know someone who still thinks Poland is only about history, share this video with them. We'll see you in the next one.